Hey everyone, I'm Ryan with Open Door Genetics, and this is the third video in a 5-part series on how to find your biological family using DNA. Step number 3 is cluster your matches, and today I'll show you how. When you get your DNA matches, you'll probably find that most of their names are unfamiliar. But don't underestimate these strangers. Your unknown matches can play a huge role in helping you find your family. If you want to find out how your matches are related to you, the Leeds method is the best and easiest way to sort your matches. A finished lead chart will ideally look something like this. 4 colors corresponding to 4 subgroups of your DNA matches, each subgroup representing one of your 4 grandparents. So let's start at the beginning. Here's what you want to do. Open up Excel or a Google Sheet and type the headings from the blue line on row 1. Now go to your DNA results and type the names of your matches in column A. But here's the key. You only want to include matches who share between 90 and 400 centimorgans. If you go lower, you'll have too many groups. And if you go higher, your matches will be in multiple groups. So 90 to 400 is best practice. Next, you want to add a color of your choice under group 1 next to your first match. So I'll go green next to Aaron. Then go to that person's page and click on Shared Matches. I'm demonstrating on Ancestry, but each of the testing sites has a Shared Matches or In Common With feature that you can use to do this. Now here's the key. Everybody who shares DNA with you and Aaron gets the same color. So Aaron was green, and so are they. So in this example, I found Brian, Evelyn, Katie, Larissa, and Polly on my Shared Matches page with Aaron, and so now they are green too. So next, we can go to group 2. Find the top match who has not yet been assigned a color. Now that's Catherine, since Brian is already green. And so give Catherine a new color of your choice. So let's go with yellow. And now again, go to her page and see who your shared matches are. And again, everybody who shares DNA with you and Catherine gets the same color. So Deshaun, Harriet, Jose, Obadiah, and Ryan all share DNA with Catherine and me. So now they're yellow too. Now for group 3. The next match who doesn't yet have a color is Fred, and so he gets blue. And when I go to his page, I find he only has one shared match, Monica. That's okay, and so now she's blue too. You'll go on to do the same thing with group 4, and if necessary, group 5, and so on until each of your matches between 90 and 400 centimorgans has a color. Now, ideally, you'll finish with 4 colors for 4 groups, each corresponding to one of your grandparents' branches of your tree. But what if you didn't get 4 groups? Well, if you got less than 4, first make sure you didn't start with matches over 400 centimorgans. If you did, you'll need to start over. But if that's not it, there are a few possible explanations. It could be that no close matches have tested on one or more branches of your tree. Or it could mean that your branches are related to one another, in which case you won't have 4 distinct lines. Now, if you got more than 4 groups, don't worry, this is very common. Usually when this happens, you'll have matches overlapping into multiple groups. So take a look at this chart with 5 groups, and notice how Jose, Obadiah, and Ryan are both yellow and purple. So 3 of the 4 purple matches are also yellow. What's happening is that yellow and purple are really the same group, and they need to be collapsed into just one group. The reason we got here is that when we started group 2, Catherine didn't share DNA with Harriet, and so we passed her over, which was the right move. But in a subgroup, not every match is related to every other match in the group. Catherine and Harriet don't share DNA, but most of the other yellow and purple matches do. And so the overlap tells us that these groups need to be combined. Remember, your hope is to get 4 subgroups that correspond to your 4 grandparents. This means once you know which color goes with which grandparent, you'll have a cheat sheet. You'll know that everyone who's green belongs, for example, to the paternal grandfather branch of your tree. Once you've clustered your matches, check out our next video on how to identify the common ancestors between you and your DNA matches. If you'd like me to personally help with clustering or your search as a whole, reach out at my website, www.opendoorgenetics.com. And of course, don't forget to subscribe below to stay connected.